What's up, y'all? So today I am just going to, hold on. Let me change it up a little bit. So today is going to be a laundry and propagate day. That's what today is going to be, a laundry and propagate day. As you can hear, I'm doing clothes, as you have heard in previous videos before. Gotta do clothes, right? So we're going to just go with it. Well, today's video is going to be about energy. Do you understand what energy is when it comes to this matrix? Well, especially when you're swapping it out with people. You have to understand that there are entities out there like myself. I'm a deity at this point. So if you're going to swap energy or be in my presence, just know there's going to be an energy transfer. This for that. So you just have to go with it. And for those out there who have realized that this is an energy kind of realm, you see the nuances of the give and takes of getting energy from people. People try to suck energy out of everyone or their entire surroundings, especially the negative.
Before you go, Mr. Ventura, there's something I'd like to show you. Something you might enjoy as one animal lover to another. Something wrong, Mr. Ventura? Of course not. This is a lovely room of death. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
The negative energy harvest is real. People who in these negative vibratory patterns or negative oscillations tend to want to drain it from others. And you can break it down scientifically if you wanted to actually have hertz. And when it comes to measuring the frequency, the oscillations, you can do that. And it's been done because they've definitely tried with MiKa'El.
This Kool-Aid was spiked with LSD. It was horrible.
In the early days of the Cold War, the CIA ordered the creation of a secret program intended to find ways of mind control. They funded an army of psychiatric institutions across the United States and Canada to perform experiments on unsuspecting patients using psychedelic drugs, sensory deprivation, electroshock treatment, and more. The program was known by its codename, MKUltra.
Or with the Hemisync project from the CIA to understand what is going on, this world around them.
They've even explored genetic engineering to try and breed the perfect soldier. But those are nothing compared to what happened in 1983 when Lieutenant Colonel Wayne McDonnell submitted a very unusual and detailed report to U.S. Army intelligence. It was called Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process. This is a step-by-step guide on how to achieve an out-of-body experience for the purpose of intelligence gathering. But Colonel McDonnell's report went much further than that. An advanced gateway participant cannot just project their consciousness to a different place, they could pull their consciousness completely out of this reality. They could travel anywhere in the universe and at any point in time. The report revealed that our universe doesn't actually exist. It's a construct created by our mind. By using the gateway process, you can exit the construct and see reality for what it really is. The 30-page gateway report was immediately classified for one simple reason. Anyone can learn to do it, even you.
And it's just interesting that people are now getting into it. You have to understand that there is an energy harvest. There is energy surrounding you, and people, places, things, jobs, markets are all trying to get that good energy from you. This is why a lot of celebrities go to these games now. I've noticed a massive amount of celebrities that I've never seen in these numbers go to a lot of these football games. And it's just one big energy harvest. You can just feel the energy. They need it. because they're not getting the same effect that they used to. It's all changing. So now we're here. And you're sitting here listening about what's being transferred. Like right now, I'm transferring energy to you. You are getting me through a particular means of energy transfer, but there are multiple ways to transfer energy to someone. Sex is one of them. You can label things, and I hate to use the term labeling, but you can at this point because that's how this realm has been operating thus far, with labels, and these folks are just going with it. You can actually create a labeling standard to quantify where you are. It's interesting because they tried it with their theories, and a lot of them aren't panning out at this moment. But you know, you have to go with that too. Prove us wrong. Put a theory up there, put a formula so we can use it. Really? You want me to help you after I told you what you have to do to get my attention? No, I don't grovel. I'm not going to come to you. That's just not how this realm is going to work or operate. That was the old MiKa'El. You must not have read any of the descriptions or watched or listened to any of these videos. I'm not going to come to you. That is not my lease in life. You know what this is. But egos aside, because that's not what I'm trying to propagate at this moment. We're just talking about energy. So there's people out there who D in the sexual energy.
Preacher Paulie.
Yes, how are you tonight? Rita Vetta, how are you tonight,
Yes,
girl?
yes. I've been tossing about this case that I'm working. I've been having these really strange feelings.
Strange feelings, you tossing?
Yes, and I just felt that I needed to talk to someone that I could trust.
You having strange feelings and you're tossing.
And then I heard the voices.
Voices, you hear voices?
Yes, like they were inside my head.
Voices in your head you've been hearing.
Really? Well, I guess I'm just afraid of ending up like my mother, you know? Afraid I might be losing my mind.
You're afraid you're going crazy, that's good. You can't leave that inside you. If you feel that you're going crazy, tell people. You gotta let it out. What you need is an outlet.
You see, you call them demons, but it's not really a demon. It's just a low vibration, really. You can feel it. If you get to a specific point, you can start to visualize it. Because people don't realize what the senses are. They don't realize what it actually is. So we get a false impression of what this realm is based on our limited understanding from our scientific community who have no understanding of where they find themselves at all, for the most part. How could you say that? They've gotten us to orbit. They've gotten us to the moon. Have you looked at that lunar module? You sure? Are you sure? Okay, we'll go with it. I'm sure I'll defer to your judgments of visual acuity. I will defer to that. So we'll just go with it. Now, about the spectrum when it comes to the visualization of energy.
Light with a shorter wavelength has more energy, and light with a longer wavelength has less energy. And our eyes have a really convenient way of detecting these different energies. Color. What you think of as the color violet is actually light hitting your eye that has a short wavelength. Red light has a longer wavelength, about twice the distance between crests as violet light. All the colors in between, orange, yellow, green, blue, have intermediate wavelengths. This spread of colors, wavelengths, is called a spectrum. Over millions of years, our eyes have evolved to detect the kind of light the sun emits most strongly. Well, that makes sense. That makes it easier for us to see. We call this kind of light visible light. But that's just the narrowest sampling of all the different wavelengths light can have. If light has a slightly shorter wavelength than what our eyes can see, it's invisible to us, but it's still real.
You're not attuned is a more perfect word for it. You're not attuned to those frequencies, so you cannot actually pick up on them. And this is why they say the force, and you can sense things, and a third eye. This is why those things exist.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror. You better get on with your exercises. A Jedi can feel the force flowing through him.
You mean it controls your actions?
Partially, but it also obeys your commands.
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
This time, let go your conscious self and act on instinct.
How am I supposed to fight?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. Stretch out with your feelings. You see? You can do it.
I call it luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
Because you sense more than what you actually let on based on what these limited sciences have given us. So now we're just like, oh, we can't see very much. We can only see a little limited amount of the spectrum. So we just go with that. And it's incorrect, but okay. So there is another way to understand where you find yourself. You just have to think outside the box. You have to look inward, really. Look inward to think outside the box. And as for escaping the matrix, what would you be escaping from? Yourself? Because that's really what you're saying. I want to escape the matrix and never come back to this place. You are what you create. You are a part of your surroundings. Your surroundings are a part of you. Make them better. This is your task. It's in your hands now. So, no excuses, and just go with it. And become a character. And fall into your role. It's time. Are you going to fall into the role, or are you going to just go with it? With that being said, I hope that you are living life to the best of your ability and with great abundance. So, with a smile on and positive vibes your way, for the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.